Okay guys, so with part 2 approaching, I just wanted to make this video, again detailing everything that is going to be coming in the second part. So of course in part 2, we're going to be getting a new stage of the Infinite Dragon Ball history, so that's like what, another free 20 Dragon Stones right there. More stages of the destruction of the God event, or the God event. So we are going to get new stages for Infinite Dragon Ball history, the God event, and then of course we are also going to be getting an EZA as well as several awakenings. So starting off is the Master Roshi. So again, once you have Master Roshi's TUR fully built up, new stages are going to be added. You can then go ahead and awaken him into the LR status. Again, this is before his EZA. I believe all the EZAs are going to be coming in part 3, because if we take a look at the timeline of events, again, this as well as this is basically gonna be like divulged into like part 2. Again, we'll talk about these guys in just a moment. This would be kind of like part 3. This is gonna be like the final part of the anniversary with an explosive chain battle. Again, 5 EZAs. So again, this is gonna be part 3. This top legendary summon banner is kind of like part 2 and 3. This is kind of like a mix of both. But again, we'll talk about this in just a moment. And then of course this is going to be part 2, EZA, and then of course several awakenings. Alright, so once he awakens, he leads Turtle School 3 key 80% to stats. Super attack on his 12 key massively raises attack, and then he has a 50% chance of stunning the enemy. And then on his 18 key super, he raises attack by 628% for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. His passive, he gets 100% to defense at the start of turn, and a 30% chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks. And he also gives Turtle School category allies 2 key and 30% attack and defense. And then he also gets the revival mechanic when his HP is 50% or less starting from the turn. Wait. So basically how this works is you have to enter the turn under 50% HP, and you need to have 2 or more Turtle School category allies on the team. And then of course if you die on that turn, you then get the revival animation, and then Roshi revives. And then he also has an active skill which massively raises attack, causes ultimate damage, and gives all allies 7 key for 1 turn. The conditions for this can be activated after the character receives 7 or more attacks in battle, and there is another Turtle School category ally attacking in the same turn once only. Again, that is not the worst active skill condition. Again, we have seen ones that are even like shittier, honestly, but this active skill is going to be pretty hard to get. Again, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. Again, you are going to have to kind of work for this active skill, but I mean, it is a pretty good active skill. Again, massively raising attack, giving all allies key. It's a very, very good active skill condition, and it works pretty well with the revival as well, because again, like if you get hit enough times, you're low on HP, you use the active skill, and then you revive. So again, it's pretty good. And again, this Master Roshi is still super, super solid, again, even before his EZA. And then of course, these are his links. He gets Brainiacs, just another little extra 10% attack and defense right there. And then of course, on all the category teams that he's on, this Master Roshi is honestly like a must-have free-to-play unit. And then we have Tien and Roshi. Again, this is them before their EZA. Again, their EZA is going to be in part 3. They lead Earthlings 3 key 50% to stats. Super attack, just again the same lower attack and defense, except they get 40% attack and defense at the start of turn, plus they get an additional 10% attack and defense up to another 40% attack and defense with each attack received. And then their Reps of Universe 7, 1 key and 20% attack and defense. Again, they're still not super, super crazy. Again, it's when they EZA that they get a lot more crazy, but again, overall, this unit is just going to be super, super good. Again, they're just still a super solid unit, and I would say they are a must-run on the Reps of Universe 7 team. And then we have 18 and Krillin, who lead Joint Forces 3 key 50% to stats. On their super attack, they raise attack and cause supreme damage to the enemy. On their passive, they still change physical key spheres to int key spheres. They get a guaranteed second super attack with 6 or more int key spheres obtained, and they get 20% attack and defense with each attack performed up to 100%. And then of course, again, nothing really changes from their links, except by getting Shattering the Limit. Same thing with Tien and Roshi. Again, when you Dokkan Awaken, you get Shattering the Limit. Alright. And then we also have the awakening for this old-ass unit. So for those of you who don't know, it's this dude right here. This guy right here finally got a goddamn awakening. He's also going to get an EZA, which we'll get into again in the part 3 video. But again, finally, after freaking the longest time, this guy gets a goddamn awakening. And he awakens into this UI sign right here. Again, he's actually fairly decent. Again, in this form, he's basically just a support type unit for Universal Survival Saga. But again, after he does EZA, you know, he does actually become relatively decent. Alright, so he leads Universal Survival Saga 2 key 50% to stats. Super attack just causes supreme damage to the enemy. Passive, Universal Survival Saga category allies 3 key and 80% attack and defense. Again, his link set is very, very good. Again, things with like Tournament of Power, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit. Godly Power is more like just like a pure Realm of Gods, you know, link, but again, still a fairly decent one. And then, of course, on all the categories he's on, don't really need, you know, help or anything, but again, there he is. Alright, so yeah, that is going to do it for the free-to-play units. Now, we move on to the big boy himself, this guy's EZA. So again, after this guy EZAs, he is legitimately like a top 10 unit in the game. This guy is really, really good, and they fixed everything about this guy when he EZA'd. For starters, he is probably the best Realm of Gods leader now. He is 3 key and 160% to stats, because again, if we take a look at Realm of Gods, Zamasu's good, but he only gives 130% to defense. Beerus is good, but he only gives 130% to HP. You are good, but you only give 130% to all stats. This guy is the de facto best leader because he's giving 160% to everything. He is essentially giving you a 170% leader buff. I know there's a 10% attack and defense and HP like cut off from 170 to 160, but again, he's still just going to be the best leader for Realm of Gods. And then he's also int 3 key 100% to stats. On his super attack, he stacks attack and defense. Again, this is very, very good. He stacks attack and defense. On his passive, he gets 150% attack and defense. Again, that fixed exactly this issue right here. Gave him a little bit more of a buff. Now it's 150%. And then, of course, he transforms when you fall under 50% HP. And then, of course, with the stats, again, being at 10,000, almost 11,000 at the rainbow level, with, again, 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, plus he's also raising it, means that this UI Goku's going to be at a very, very good defensive stat, like turn 1. Of course, when he transforms, this unit just becomes absolutely disgusting. Again, trust me when I tell you this, if you can get him to transform, he just becomes a godly unit. So then he still stacks attack and defense, keep that in mind. He gets 3 key, 200% attack, and 100% to defense. Again, this helped him immensely with this right here. Again, no defense when this guy transformed, so he was literally like vulnerable as hell. They gave him 100% to defense. Again, that's all he really needed. He has a 70% chance of evading enemies' attacks. Again, he gets that for free. He disables enemies' guard, which means, again, type advantage characters. He deals, you know, normal damage to them like if he was a type neutral character. He also has a guaranteed dodge after his turn 1 awakening. So basically what this means is when this guy transforms, for that turn in which he transforms, he has guaranteed dodge. Guaranteed dodge. Listen to me what I just said. In the turn that this unit transforms, he gets guaranteed dodge. On top of having stackable defense, 100% to defense at the start of turn, and another 70% chance to dodge, the turn in which he transforms, he gets guaranteed dodge. This unit is beyond broken. Again, like this guy is like easily like maybe like top 5 TUR. Like he's really, really good. And his damage is super good as well, because there's literally no limit to it, because he's infinitely stacking. And then his link set as well is just so good. over in a flash, prepare for battle, Kamehameha, tournament of power, fierce battle. Like, this guy's really good. Like, he's just insanely good. Every single one of these units are. Like, dude, it's honestly crazy what they did with this guy. It's really, really nuts what they did with him. And if this is what Dokkan Fest EZAs are gonna look like, dude, in Goku Black, I know I say this all the time, but like, just imagine. Dude, I need to bring my boy up here. Where is he? There we go. Just imagine what they could do to this unit right here. Slap on 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Keep this the same, as well as this. Make it so that, again, keep this as well. Maybe greatly raise attack and defense. Go to Rose. 150% attack and 100% to defense. Keep this the same. 50% chance to crit. Extreme Class Allies 3 key, 40% attack and defense. And this unit is literally god of the game. There's literally nothing that anyone else could tell me. You do this for this guy, and he's god. He's literally god. Like, he truly is the epitome of sublime beauty. Best unit in the game when he does that. Alright, so now let's talk about the legendary summon banners. The top legendary summon banner. These are the two new LRs that will be coming out. Again, the legendary summon banner, I would assume to maybe come out around the 25th, the 26th. Again, that's typically what they do. Or they could even just like completely surprise us and drop it like next week. But again, I would assume around maybe here is when they're going to drop it. Alright, so between these two units, I personally have this guy on my JP account. I have him at 55%. He's really good at 55%. Again, I'm going to talk more in depth about them, you know, in their own video when their banner comes out. But just as like a little thing, like this guy is really good. He hits really hard. Again, he gets a lot of extra key per Rainbow Key Sphere. So again, he is another unit that really, really wants Rainbow Key Spheres. Which again, like, come on, Dokkan, give us a Rainbow Orb Changer and freaking, you know, Reps of Universe 7. Because again, this guy essentially is basically, you're only going to run this guy in like Reps of Universe 7. Because if you literally just take a look at his category, you know, like, just basically run him on this one. That's really all you can do. But again, this guy's really good. He hits hard. His defense is actually pretty good. Yeah, he's just really, really impressive. And then his link set as well is also super, super good, super, super solid. You know, MVP 17 is literally this guy's best friend. So again, if you pull him and you have MVP 17, you can run those two as a rotation. Because again, MVP 17 is going to get an EZA in the future. And we saw how ridiculously, like, busted they made Int UI Goku. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, stuff to look forward to when MVP 17 gets an EZA. And then you run these two together, it'll just be like death. Alright, and then 17 in Golden Frieza. I'm going to straight up say this. I am a personal huge fan of this unit. I absolutely love them. Again, a lot of people might not like them because of their quirky design. Again, they are kind of built in a way similar to Gohan and Goten. You know, LR Gohan and Goten. Which, again, some people may not like the this unit's design. I personally do. Again, I'm just like a secret closet fan of this unit. But again, they are a very quirky unit, that does need to be said. Again, this unit is going to be a little bit funky to work with. But if you can get this guy, like, a good linking partner, which again is usually the issue with most units in the game nowadays, is if this guy had a really good partner like this unit has with, like, MVP 17, this guy is just going to be an absolute defensive beast. Because again, tough as nails, brainiacs, shocking speed, like those three links alone are giving him massive amounts of defense. Like brainiacs 15%, tough as nails 20%, and even 5% damage reduction. And then of course shocking speed and even tournament of power, you know, 7%. You know, like this unit just becomes absolutely ridiculous. So again, very, very good unit. They also do have a super, super good active skill. So it's just like, this unit is just great, man. Like, they are weird, that does need to be said. They are quirky, but they are an amazing unit either way. So again, that's basically what's going to be coming in part 2. Again, this legendary summon banner is probably going to come again around like the 25th, the 26th, or like the 24th, so like in about like 2 weeks from now. And then of course, you know, the awakenings are going to be coming as well. Get these all done. Dude, these guys are so good. Like, you can literally run a full free-to-play Reps of Universe 7 team, and it's gonna dominate, because, again, he easy A's, she easy A's, and so does this guy. So it's like, these are all gonna easy A, and they're all so very good after their easy A's. So, again, that is gonna do it for today's video. You guys can let me know what you guys think of Part 2. Again, Part 2 is just be pumping out content, Infinite Dragon Ball history, an easy A, awakenings, new stages of the God event. Like, the anniversary is just filled to the brim with content. And then, of course, you can start farming up these medals if you really want to, especially if you're someone who knows that you really do want to go for the LR17 and Golden Frieza, or the Team Universe 7. Again, you can go ahead and grind up their medals as well. So, anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all in the next one.